Hey, y'all,
Welcome to Two Babes in a Book with Liz.
and Rach. In every episode, we give a quick summary, our thoughts, and content readings for each book to help you decide if it's the right fit for you. Keep listening for a complete book discussion. Don't worry, we give you a heads up before any spoilers.
Be sure to leave us a review on the Apple Podcast app or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and feel free to follow us on Instagram at Two Babes in a Book. For today's book banter, we will be discussing the book The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. Now, this is going to be adapted to film. I need to see when it's going to come out. We should have done that before airing this, sorry. But we always do like live research during our episode. That's just what we do.
It's true.
I do know that it's going to be a TV series though, or at least a movie or I know that it's going to be
Oh,
adapted to film. So we know people are kind of chatting about this book, and it is a thriller, not too intense of a thriller, but pretty twisty of a thriller, I would say.
yeah. It's
And
being
it's a
made into
huge,
a film, so it's not a
okay,
TV
so a
show.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be released December 19th, 2025. So a couple months.
Okay,
That's
I was
very
thinking it was going to be
Christmassy.
this year. I know.
Like, let's
Maybe
go.
they wanted it to be this fall, but things got pushed back. So, oops, it's going to be
Maybe.
December. Yeah, because it would
Yeah.
have been good to release in October or November,
Right.
but that's okay.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to come out in theaters or Netflix. Yeah, theaters. Ooh, I don't think I can do it. Honestly, like I'm not going to
What
do
is it
it.
rated? Does it have a rating? Does it have a rating
Ooh,
yet?
let's see. I would be surprised. I mean, it could be PG-13.
I hope it's PG-13.
There's a Vietnamese movie that's also called The Housemaid, and so that's coming up. It's like, no, that's not it. But yeah, a little different. So, okay, I will read the Goodreads synopsis. So, this was the nominee for Reader's Favorite Mystery in Theater in 2022. So, but I guess it didn't win it. It was one of the nominees. Every day, I clean the Winchesters' beautiful house top to bottom. I collect their daughter from school, and I cook a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up, how she tells strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband Andrew seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life: the walk in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I only try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once, just to see what it's like. But she soon finds out. And by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. But I reassure myself the Winchesters don't really know who I am. They don't know what I'm capable of. Dun, dun, dun. So,
Intriguing.
yes. So, what did you give this book?
I gave it a 3, but I would probably say it was a 3.5
Mm-hmm.
because it was so entertaining. Like we've said in the past, a 3 is still enjoyable. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I enjoyed that book. I liked it. It did the trick. It entertained me. It was a good escape thing for me. So I don't know. I really liked the pacing. I remember I couldn't put my Kindle down. I read
Yeah.
this at the beginning of the year, and I was on a trip with my brothers, and so we would be on trains a lot, and I would just read every chance I could. And my brothers ended up talking to me about it, and one of them was looking up spoilers, and it was just so fun.
That's
And
awesome.
but there was just some parts that were a little too twisty and dark for me. I think that's why I moved
Yeah.
it to a 3 and not a 4. But it's funny, before I looked at what I gave it, I was thinking to maybe give it a 4 on the podcast. So I'm glad you asked because
Oh,
it reminded me, wait, I did read it. What did
yeah.
I give it right after I read it? But I'd
Yeah.
probably say, to be specific, I'd probably say 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah. I can
What
see
about
that.
you? I can't tell how you're going
Yeah.
to rate it, so I'm very interested.
So I gave this a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I would say like 3.5, 3.75, like seems good. Um, this is what I put on here: unhinged, mind-blowing, creepy. I read this book very quickly because it was such a page turner, perfect read for October. I don't think I'll be reading the rest of the series because it was just so dark, but definitely enjoyed the ride. So I'm not interested in reading the rest because it was just
Yes.
so dark.
I was on the fence with continuing the series, even though
Uh-huh.
I liked this one.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking it was a little dark. I'm not so sure, so I don't know if I'll keep going. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
had kind of the same thought process with that.
Yeah, but it definitely is a page turner. And like, and I think we said this on the last podcast episode. Either it was on the podcast episode or we had like ended recording and we were still talking on Zoom. And I was like, okay, are you gonna reread it? And you're like, no. And you were like, yes, I remember it. Don't worry. It was, and I think you used the word unhinged. You're like, it was that
Yes.
it was so unhinged. I remember what happened. I was like, oh, okay. So that made me nervous, but also like, ooh, like what's it gonna be? So
Yeah, it piqued
yeah.
your curiosity.
Yes, for sure. I do think it's gonna be a really good movie, but it's gonna be way too dark. Like I can't,
You think it's
I
going
don't
to be
know.
R?
I
I
don't
think they could
know.
easily make it R, but I'm wondering if they'll make it PG-13 so that it can get more
Yeah,
money at the box office.
I would
So,
hope. Yeah,
but
fingers.
definitely unhinged. That's the word that I would use for this. And I think I
Yeah.
told you also, it was like watching a train wreck. Like you couldn't turn away.
Yes. You're like, what? Like you're telling
You're
so the main
spiraling along
yeah.
with the characters of the book.
Yes. Yeah, so the first half of the book is from Millie's perspective. Second half is from Nina's perspective, the woman that she works for. So it was just fascinating. Like you're just not expecting it. I don't know. And this whole time I'm like, get out, get out. What are you doing? So it's like,
Yeah, the whole book, it's like foreboding. Is that a good word
yes.
for it too?
Yes,
You're
very good
kind of
word. Yeah.
waiting for something really bad to happen. Okay,
Yes.
did you listen to it or did you read it?
I read it and I don't think I could have handled listening. Oh no, I did listen a little bit because it was on Hoopla. But then it got like I could tell right away that I was like, I think I just need to read this with my eyes because it's like
Was
it
it
would be
too
too
intense?
much. I feel like it would be too intense. The part that I listened to wasn't an intense part, but like later on, I was like, I think I would. I don't know. I think it would be too hard. Did you listen or did you said you read it?
I read the whole thing on my Kindle. And
Yeah,
the star rating for The Housemaid is 4.28
that's pretty good.
on Goodreads, the average star rating
And I think
for
it's
this.
like a million people that read it, right? Like,
2 million.
oh,
You're
there we
right.
go. Yeah, I
That
saw
is
that
a
too. I said,
ton of people.
yes, it's 2 million. Oh my goodness.
2 million have
That's
read it. And
yeah,
I'm
2 million
curious if
ratings. Yeah. 2 million 800 or 800,000 816,376. There we go. So almost
reviews.
3 million ratings. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That
Okay,
is a
so
lot.
The Housemaid's Secret is the second one, and that has 1,441,825 ratings. And the star rating is 4.1. Still pretty high.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there's
pretty.
a 2.5. I didn't know
Oh,
there was a 2.5. So she's got like a little novella probably. And
okay.
the third one is under 1 million. It's 842,000
When did
rating.
that one come out?
That came out in 2024, June
Okay.
of 2024.
I'm sure more people will read it. I will say I was talking to my friend Terry. So Terry, if you're listening, hi. But she said that she's read multiple of Freida McFadden's books and like the other ones in the series, and she said they're all the same. That they're just a very similar plot, like a little bit different. But I was like, that makes me want to read it less. Like even though this was
Oh,
good, like I'm glad I read it, but it's also like that's a little horrific, just a little bit, just like
I
oh my goodness,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that, should we go into content ratings?
Let's do it.
We didn't
Okay.
talk about this before we started recording, but for a trigger warning, Rachel,
Oh yeah.
would you say like a torture
Domestic.
scene?
Yeah.
Domestic
So
violence?
domestic violence, torture. um, that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah. It's those a lot. Like, ooh, yeah. Bigger trigger warnings. So let's see, language. So if for all of y'all that are new to the podcast or returning listeners, we've changed the tiers, or we've changed this the instead of doing 1 to 5, level 1 to 5, we're doing 3 tiers. So you go on our Instagram, Liz has pinned it at the top on the post. Go, Liz.
I've
So you
pinned
can
it.
see it's awesome. Like the logo, or not the logo, the what was it called? The
The graphic,
graphic.
the
I was like,
bullet points.
yes. I could not think of the word. I'm like, what is it? So
Yeah,
language.
and I love
Uh,
the color coding of the books because
yes.
tier one is green and tier two
Hmm.
is yellowish. I mean, I matched it to our theme, our color themes, but then tier three is red because it's mild, moderate, and severe
Hmm.
as far as
Yeah.
content.
Love it. Love it. So yeah, language we were talking about it. It's tier 3 because that has more than one F bomb. So it's not a ton. I want to say it's maybe 4 or 5. Um, but I mean, considering the length of the book, that's not terrible. Like, but also considering if I were in that situation, I might release a word. So
Right. The intensity of the novel
it matches. It's
warrants
yeah,
the language level.
exactly.
And
But
it
if it's something,
definitely dips into the tier three language because to be tier three language, it's more than one F bomb.
yeah,
And
just
we
like
make it a
with
tier three.
movies, PG-13, if you have more than one F bomb, then it's going to be rated R. So yeah. Do you want to talk about the sex?
So I'm just pulling up here our notes for the content rating. Tier one is just kissing, a makeout scene. Main characters do not have sex, so it's not tier one. We're
Mm-mm.
gonna move on from there. I would probably say tier two.
Hmm.
Tier two. They do reference and talk about sex a lot. I feel like it's kind of an underlying foreboding thing that
Yeah,
is talked about the first half of the book. Um, so
but
just
it's
heads up
not. It
there.
is. It is
But there's no
closed
open
door.
door scene.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Hmm. We both said correct.
Correct.
We've been doing
Correct.
this way too long together. Correct.
5 years. We've been doing this
I know.
5 years. It makes sense that we start to talk the same.
Yes.
I'm honestly surprised it doesn't happen more.
I know. We do. So yes, tier 2 for sure. Um, closed door romance. Violence, we would put that in tier 3 as well as
Oh yeah.
yeah. So there's no sexual assault. So trigger warning with that. There's no sexual assault, but there is domestic violence and descriptive gore and blood. I would put that as well. So yeah,
Hmm.
tier 3.
Only tier three for
Yes.
violence.
This is a weird book for me to read. Like this is
It
not my
is.
normal. I remember you saying like, I'm not sure if you'll like it. And I was like, but I was intrigued enough and it seemed good for October. So
It was a good October read. Yeah,
yeah.
my sister-in-law texted me and she asked, "Hey, do you think mom would like The Housemaid?" And I was thinking, I have no idea. I don't know.
You're
It's
my
really
mom.
hard to
Your
recommend
mom
this book.
might. Like
She
I can
might
kind of
enjoy it.
see.
You just never know who's going to
Yeah.
be who's
Like
going to care about the violence or kind of like the twisty
yes.
darkness of a book
Uh-huh.
and who it's not going to phase too much or like who
Yeah.
doesn't mind. Because you don't, it's easier for me to know people's tolerance level with the language and sex than it is the
Yeah.
violence. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
true. Because you and I don't read a lot of books like that. So it's like, yeah, we're not in that world. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the most violent book we've read was probably Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mistborn. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So all right, drugs and alcohol. What are we giving it?
What do you think? Maybe tier two,
Because
but
they do become intoxicated. So tier 2, we have underage drinking, and the main character becomes intoxicated or side character. So it'd probably be tier 2 because they're obviously overage. They're of age, but
mhm.
yeah.
And
And
there's
there's
no drug use or reference in this book
I
either.
don't think so. Yeah, I think it's just tier 2. So yeah. Anything we want to talk about before spoilers? That's just I mean, it's just
Hmm.
crazy. It's
Anything
enough that
unhinged? Any other
Liz
unhinged thoughts about this unhinged book?
yeah, enough that you read it in January and you're like, I remember everything. It's okay.
Yeah, and it
At
is
least a
kind of
lot of
a
it.
heavy, intense book to where I didn't really want to revisit it. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I remember how crazy that was. You enjoy
Yes.
it, Rachel. And
Yeah.
then she texted me saying, or she sent me a Marco Polo, but before I was able to listen to the Marco Polo, her text is coming in like, I finished this book, Liz, I can't believe it. This is insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
And
book
I'm not
is
a fast
crazy. I'm
reader.
like,
Like,
yep,
yeah.
that's how you feel after reading this book.
Yes. Mind blown. So
Hmm.
yeah, there's not much we can say about it because without spoilers, because I think it's pretty early on that we could probably talk about this is that Millie had served time in the past when she was like since starting at age 17 and was in jail.
Oh, the housemaid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the housemaid was so that's why she really needed this job was because she was living in her car. And it's hard for someone to get a job when they start seeing that she has a record. So that I think is a really good reason for the conflict because sometimes some conflict are like just walk away or like just talk about her or whatever. But this makes sense. It's like she was literally living in her car, breaking parole because she didn't have a job. And so
Yeah,
yeah,
she was desperate. She was
yeah,
locked in. She's like, no matter what, I'm gonna do this job.
yeah.
And that's okay. I don't want to say anything else because I'm worried I'm gonna spoil something.
I know there's like I think we this is going to be a lot longer of a spoiler section.
Ooh, yeah, I definitely think it's a spoiler heavy episode for sure. And
Yeah.
if we're up for another thriller sometime, my sister-in-law gave me this recommendation. It's by Lucy Foley. And I don't know if you've read anything by Lucy Foley,
No, I
but
think you did
she,
though,
yeah,
right?
I read The Guest List,
Yeah.
which I've also heard that's being adapted to film,
Oh, nice.
by the way. And I thought it was entertaining, kind of like this one. I was like, oh, that was entertaining, but it wasn't like absolutely amazing. It was just like, oh, cool. And she wrote The Paris Apartment. And my sister-in-law said it was
Oh,
so good and the plot twist was really, really good.
oh, nice.
So for anyone listening, that's another recommendation per, secondhand recommendation because Rachel
Uh-huh.
and I haven't read it yet, but
Right.
we've
Have
heard
you
that's a good
read
thriller.
The Girl on the Train?
No, but I've definitely heard of it.
Because I went to a library book sale today
Isn't that a
and
movie as well?
I think
I think
so.
it's rated R.
So I have to brag. It was $7. I spent $7 on two bags of books because it was 50 cents an inch. So I went like right when it
Nice.
opened. It was exciting. And that was one of the books I was like, this might be a good one for us to talk about on the podcast if it's a movie. I think Ben Affleck is in it. I don't know
I
why.
that's what I that's what I think too.
Yeah.
And there's a movie that's out right now on Netflix, I believe, called The Girl in Cabin 8 or The Cabin.
Oh, I've heard that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting the
Is it
title
this?
wrong.
Is it the same person that wrote it?
The woman in Cabin 8.
Okay.
Okay, it disappeared. Where did it go? I'm gonna look up the author because it popped up and then it disappeared.
I'm gonna see what
The
the
woman in Cabin 10?
oh
Whoops, that's
okay.
probably why my
I
Goodreads
thought it was
it popped
the
up and then it disappeared. I'm like, I don't understand. It's the wrong number. Okay. The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I feel
oh,
like I've
okay.
heard of that author, but I don't know
The
if I've read it.
girl the girl on the train is Paula Hawkins. So this is it's a different one.
And it's got Keira
Oh.
Knightley in it.
Oh, really? Is she the girl on the train or is she something else?
She's the main she's the main lady. Whether she's the woman. Oh no, the woman in Cabin 10. It's Keira Knightley. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the girl on the train is
I don't
that
know who plays the girl that's on the train.
okay. I need to know. I need to know
It
how
gets
the
confusing when we both start to talk about different thriller movies. It's like,
I
wait,
know.
wait, wait. What are you talking
Wait,
about?
no,
What,
no.
the girl cabin and the woman in the cabin or the girl on the train? The
And which
girl in the
one? Which
cabin?
cabin? Cabin 10? Cabin 8?
Oh, Sam's gonna help me edit this for YouTube. He's gonna hate that.
Yes. I did it just for you, Sam, just for you.
Shout out to Sam, my 13-year-old.
Yes. All right, should we go to spoilers?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.